Let's get this thing going.
Welcome to the fastest 2 hours in radio.
Rules in action. It's up to each one of us to know the rules and follow them. Follow.
All systems go.
The Morning Edge with Fox 2's Vic Faust, Chris Knight, and Eric Johnson. The Morning Edge starts now.
What's today?
With the calendar now turning to December, it is officially Christmas Lights Day.
Today is National Christmas Lights Day.
250 strands of light.
Wow, Christmas lights.
100 individual bulbs per strand.
Christmas lights.
For a grand total of 25,000 imported Italian twinkle lights.
Happy National Christmas Lights Day.
Light 'em up.
Hit the Christmas lights.
It's showtime.
Hey, Brendan, good morning.
Good morning.
I didn't think you were going to be in today. I thought Chris was going to be back, but I am so happy to hear you.
Thank you. He did. I believe he flew back last night. So, but there's always jet lag involved. You try to give him the benefit of the doubt.
You sound like that parent making excuses for their kid. Well, you see, Johnny's just, he just needs a little extra sleep, or Johnny just needs to. Blah, 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 blah.
Also, there is tongue firmly planted inside cheek when I say those things.
Happy Hump Day. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Christmas Light Day.
And happy Christmas Light Day, December 1st. Welcome to The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning sports. I like this. I like the epi. I'm an electronic guy anyway.
That's fast. Yeah, you're going to the big EDM festival, aren't you?
Boom, boom, boom. The EDM Christmas festival.
The college raves, did you go with the upside down visor ever?
Well, the college raves were, I'm too old. They kind of came after me.
Yeah, that's true. Me too. Didn't know.
Damn, I missed my time. How dare you?
You would have fit right in with the raves.
No, I would have. But that's just kind of how I've always been wired. Somebody asked me, it's like, you like this EDM music? It's just like the boom, boom. It's almost like you have to be on something or do drugs. It's like, no. I'm not about drugs. Never have been. Don't need it. I just love it.
Is it just the?
Because I was kind of an intense person as it was.
Well, yeah, and it's like a heartbeat. It's like when you're getting ready for a football game. How many times do you just sit there and you raise your own heartbeat by doing the breathing like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I knew guys.
It's that same sort of thing
that would take speed in high school or they get pumped up. I was like, man, could you imagine me on some of that stuff? No way. Hell no.
Yeah, I never really liked the speed stuff. It's like, why do I want to do this? Why would I want my heart to pound out of my chest? I don't like that.
Well, happy Wednesday. We appreciate you listening to us here on the Viper. Eric Johnson will be along. Brendan Shanahan's here. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. It feels like a winter morning today. A little misty, kind of cold. But wherever you're listening throughout the country, because we have listeners all around the country and outside of the country, we appreciate you joining us. A lot of national stories to talk about. We got local ones too, but the Ghislaine Maxwell trial is really heating up. And look at all the people, if you haven't seen yet, they're quitting their jobs, resigning, and we'll go down the list. We'll also tell you who's in charge of this trial. The judge, the prosecuting attorney, their connections. You can't make this stuff up. This is a Hollywood movie script. And not a good one either. LeBron James has COVID, but ESPN won't tell you that. They just say protocols. Now, if you get COVID and you're not vaccinated, you get the red scarlet letter all over you. And COVID. But if you're fully vaccinated, they'll just say health protocols and nothing to see here.
Really? That's
Absolutely.
The difference?
Oh, absolutely.
It's just health protocol?
It says health protocol. They don't say COVID. It's sickening. As a media man, and I've always said this, let's be honest for everybody. Everybody should have their say. Everybody should have a voice at the table. Let's just be honest and have open conversations because we're so divided as it is already. The last thing you need to do is continue to divide vaccinated and unvaccinated people. As I said, I'm not against vaccination. Sorry, I'm not. But when you start forcing people into situations and then ridiculing them for decisions that they have made when we already know what the evidence shows when it comes to medical data, if you're fully vaccinated with a booster and you get COVID, people need to know. You don't try to hide it.
Right.
ESPN and the national media is now doing that with LeBron.
What did they say when they made you stay out because you had COVID and you didn't?
No.
Did they say Vic is out tonight for health protocol?
No.
Okay.
No.
But I'm just saying,
But the thing this isn't LeBron.
It's a viable thing.
This isn't LeBron's fault. Once again, this is national media, which I've also, the only people you can really trust that I've seen being in the business 24 years is local media. You can't trust national media. You just can't. You can't. It's bought and paid for. ESPN is doing everybody who watches their show disservice by not saying LeBron is fully vaccinated. Sorry. Give the full story. Don't come up with different words. Don't try to skirt the issue. Hey, it's a fact. Tons of people, if we're all fully vaccinated, get the freaking virus. You get COVID.
I know that they were talking about it when they were first talking about bringing back like big sporting events and having a vaccinated and unvaccinated area. So getting into a segregation like that, oh man, that is a slippery slope.
Mark Harris, LeBron is vaccinated, so he shouldn't be punished. What's your point, Vic? Mark, I just made the point, bud. LeBron didn't do anything wrong. He got fully vaccinated. Good for him. He got COVID. Tell the story, ESPN. Tell the story, national media.
I don't think you're blaming him.
Exactly.
You even said that it wasn't LeBron's fault.
And I've said it before. I can't stand LeBron James. I can't stand him. He's had a chance to help people come together, and he's chosen division. And there are several examples. I won't waste time getting into it. But Jeannie says, I think it's funny as hell. And her point is the fact that when you mandate or try to act like there's a mandate for vaccines and then people go out and get sick, everybody has their opinion. Once again, we're always trying to get people on the same page. We don't want division. There's too much division in this country. So, we got the LeBron issue we can talk about, vaccinated, unvaccinated. Dr. Oz running for Senate in Pennsylvania, another national story we could get into. He hinted about this, I don't know, 13, 14 years ago.
Is he from there?
That's where he lives.
Well, I mean, is he like a total, like, is it Pittsburgh or Philly?
I know Dr. Oz. I used to do a daily segment with him when I was in Detroit. We weren't together, but we would do a satellite interview every day.
Mm-hmm.
And off air, I got to know him. He was a decent guy. He really was. We would talk sports. We'd talk some politics. He's going to run as a Republican. I never could tell if he was Republican or Democrat by talking. But generally, off air, he was decent to deal with. I liked him. And we did that segment for about a year. And we would come in. We'd talk for a few minutes before we'd start. Talk family stuff, traveling stuff. He came into our studios at WXYZ in Detroit. I genuinely like the guy. I do. We'll see what happens. I think he obviously has the name recognition. I don't know what kind of chops he has as a politician, but we'll find out in the campaign.
He's running against Bill Nye, the science guy in the 3rd Ward.
The matchup made for the media.
This is science and medicine.
So we've got Dr. Oz to talk about. Has anybody ever heard of Chris Cuomo?
And we have the celebrity death match with Vic Faust and
man.
Chris
No, I
Cuomo.
feel bad. Here's the thing. I've done stupid things in my life. Things I regret, things I've apologized for. But anytime I've ever done anything stupid, I've apologized and tried to make amends. There is no remorse in the body or soul of Chris Cuomo to this point in time. We're talking about women being harassed, sexually harassed, treated horribly by his brother. And now there's evidence of him lying. There's evidence of him trying to help as a media member. I take that stuff seriously, and people know that. Cover both sides of the story. Be honest. Don't be a jackass. Be somebody who people want to like. Don't divide intentionally. Well, Chris Cuomo got caught. Even CNN, as we told you on the show over a week ago, he would not be around long. Well, they have suspended him indefinitely, which pretty much means a firing. And I know there's a lot of people who are excited about this because of the actions and because of what are now coming out in text, which are just fascinating. The text messages are really bad. Not time to break down every single text message in the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio, but it really gives you an insight into him.
Oh, I'm sure.
Which is unfortunate. It reeked of cover up.
Oh my gosh.
And just be honest with the people. You have a national show, or you did have a national show, and now you're done. You are done like your brother. And I will never pile on. That's why I say don't call people names. On this show, I tease Eric and other co-hosts in the past. I was like, we don't have to call people names. There's no need to call people names. And I don't try to pile on when somebody's down. I've been down. I know what it's like. And I've done silly, stupid things as well. But my. Chris Cuomo has finally gotten what was coming to him when it comes to his job. He's done. He is done. And Kevin Joseph says his fake COVID re-entry into society was great. Somebody else brings Matt Lauer. He's now in the Matt Lauer Club.
Yeah, those guys are on a bowling team somewhere in the Bahamas.
I wonder if they... Well, I think they both have enough money.
Yeah, they'll be fun. They're not sitting in a soup line.
It just makes you... I mean, it's...
and Cuomo comes from rich family in the first place.
Yeah, no, he does. And it's unfortunate. And, And
at some point, he can fade off into obscurity and it won't matter. And nobody will say anything. It'll be over. As long as he stays out of the spotlight himself. I mean, he's a bit of an egomaniac, so that may be hard. But if he were to just, fall away and stay out of the spotlight, he's fine. You're the first person I've heard even mention Matt Lauer in probably a year.
Yeah, and I only brought up Matt Lauer because our awesome Facebook messaging line brought it up. It's the best interaction anywhere. Share the show, 100.7 The Viper, the fastest 2 hours in morning talk radio. The other situation is you can give us a call anytime. 636-695-2915. 636-695-2915. You can also catch us on the app, viperrocks.com, wherever you go. And, of course, it's 100.7 The Viper. So that's another national headline. The Jussie Smollett trial. Oh, is that getting interesting? Another national. All of this, is it weird that all of this is all in the same day, the same week? It all starts together. I mean, this...
As what?
As a media, but what, I don't know. How did this all come about? As a media guy, I'm always looking.
What else is there that nobody's talking about? What's in the left hand?
I brought this up before. Not to bore our listeners, but I know we have new listeners at different times as well. As Wayne Gretzky said, when asked why things just always worked out for him, he's like, well, everybody was chasing the puck. I went where the puck wasn't, and the puck found me. And I went, oh, yeah. In life, everybody's chasing this. Oh, everybody's over here. Everybody's got their eyes over here on this, as we like to joke about on the show, the shiny new toy. What might be over on the left side?
Right.
What's away from all of the news? What else is going on? Just be open-minded.
Who's wagging that dog?
Take a look around. All of this stuff going on right now. Is there something else that's going on? I'm not trying to give conspiracies. I'm just saying, just be open. We always can't be so dead set right here. We're like, got our blinders on like a horse. Race.
It is sort of strange, too, because there is a couple of big political stories. There's a couple of personal, like, entertainment type stories. Ones that a lot of different people can relate to or will go to. So, like, my wife likes reading the Us magazine. I don't. But there's stories out there that are right now that are very big that she would be interested in. And then there's political stories for the leftist and the rightist out there. So there's something to distract everybody. There's pretty ornaments hanging on the tree somewhere to distract people.
Why aren't we hearing more, Vic, about the Maxwell Epstein trial? Never mind. I know why. We're going to talk about that. I'm telling you, wait till you hear. We're going to we'll take a break here in a minute. We're going to come back here at 8:20, and we're going to talk with St. Louis County Councilman Mark Carter. So much happened. We're just getting set from the national standpoint. There's an abortion issue that's going to be heard at the national level, which is absolutely amazing when it comes to the story headlines that are there. All of these stories are still there. But last night at County Council meeting, we've got news on Dr. Faisal Khan. He was pretty much rejected by County Council last night in a vote. Mark Carter is going to get us updated on this situation that will not go away for County Executive Sam Page and for Dr. Faisal Khan. It's very interesting, no matter how you feel about it. We're just bringing you the facts on what happened. Also, lots of people showing up going, wait a second. Mask mandate, no mask mandate, because St. Louis County, as I told you, we're always ahead on the show from the information that we get. They took it off their website, as I told you on the show yesterday, as Tim Fitch told us, I believe, on Monday. They took it off. There is no mask mandate. But then you also had a judge yesterday extend the other lawsuit that Attorney General Schmidt had against St. Louis County and Executive Sam Page to December 9th. But it's all games. It's unfortunate because the rest of us citizens, we're just sitting around going, wait a second, why are you guys all playing politics? Why are you all playing politics with law? So much to get into. It's going to be a great Wednesday. 636-695-2915. We got a break. We'll come back with Mark Carter. You won't want to miss what he has to say. We'll get you updated on everything you need to know, plus all the national stories, and we're just scratching the surface right now. We'll be right back with more from The Edge. It's 8:18.
Basement or foundation problems destroy the value of your property. Get a free estimate from Woods Basement Systems to fix the wall crack, bowing wall, and leaks and restore the value of your home. Plus, get the security of the Woods Basement Systems transferable warranty. Call Woods, the highest rated, most reviewed contractor for all things basementy, at 888-900-1721. Special offer online at viperbasements.com. That's viperbasements.com.
People's Bank and Trust is helping you get a grip on your finances with our new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills all from the palm of your hand. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net for more information and to start using mobile banking. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
and Doug. And we're back with Limu, Emu, and Doug for the final question. Category is things you climb.
All right, Limu, what do you think? You sure? We're going with Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Oh, so close. We were looking for stairs.
Huh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
If you have a calling to serve people in your community and help bring about positive change, come join us. Compass Health Network is currently hiring for multiple positions. We serve communities in 46 counties across Missouri and have a place for you. If you are a licensed therapist, nurse, integrated health specialist, dental assistant, office manager, or IT specialist, Compass Health Network offers a supportive work environment and great benefits. Find out more at careers.compasshealthnetwork.org. Hey, it's Shanny from the Legendary Lunch, and I'll tell you what, this has been such an amazing football season so far. So many great games, so many great plays that you don't want to miss a single snap. And Mascots Bar and Grill has you covered for that. They get every single game every Sunday. They have NFL Sunday Ticket, and they've got some of the best food around. Enjoy your Sunday game day at Mascots. Play in the Bags tournament out front. Come inside, watch all the games. Keep track of all your fantasy players. It is so much fun at Mascots on a Sunday. You won't want to miss it. And if you tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, you can get that legendary lunch special all day long, $5 for a big old burger and fries. It is so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. Hang out every night of the week if you want. Come play rock and roll bingo, and you can win some great prizes at Mascots Bar and Grill, 4881 Mexico Road in St. Peters. Mascots, home of the legendary lunch special.
Hi, this is Curtis Marks. I'm the owner of Complete Auto Body and Repair. Now that things are back up and the vaccines are out, we are ready to get back to work. The kids are home, and I'm sure you're ready to go back to work too. We are hiring all positions. We are looking for everyone and anyone that wants to make life better for themselves, and we want you now. CompleteAB.com is where you apply. CompleteAB.com. Join the complete experience. No more sitting at home. Let's get back to work. If it's not perfect, it's not complete. Others can't compete with Complete Auto Body.
Dad, and service.
Oh yeah, and service.
He fixes cars.
Welcome to MegaNet. For slow internet, press 1. For indifferent customer service, press 2. For confusing pricing, press 3. For extremely long wait times, stay on the line. You are 87th in line, 85th in line, 87th in line, 85th in line, 85th in line.
Where there was frustration, now there's satisfaction.
Hello, this is Helen at Gateway Fiber. How may I help you?
Isn't it time you refreshed your internet provider? For more information, visit gatewayfiber.com.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
It's all right to tell me what you think. Welcome back to the show, everybody. You're listening to The Edge. Brendan, I appreciate you again. There you go. Thinking. Get our upbeat music going as we kickstart The Edge on this Wednesday morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy December. Also, happy what light day, did you say?
Christmas light day.
What does that mean? Like time to put the Christmas lights up?
Today is officially the first day people are okay with you putting Christmas lights up. Because some people hate it. I love it. I'd leave them up all year round. Doesn't bother me at all. I love Christmas lights.
Really?
Love them. Seriously. It's great. What's it?
Like white ones or like all colored, multicolored ones?
Well, I do have a preference. I like the classier kind of just plain whites, but I do appreciate when somebody does a nice display and adds color to it. Things like that as well.
Even in June?
In June, I would go look at Christmas lights in June.
All right.
Ever been to Holiday World?
Clark?
Go to Holiday World.
Griswold. Well, there's Christmas, Michigan.
Yeah. There's Santa Claus, Indiana. That's where Holiday World is.
Yep, there you go. Absolutely. Hey, guys, welcome back to the show. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shannon, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. Thanks for joining us as always. So much getting to get to today. Lots going on. Eric Johnson walked in the studio. Happy Wednesday, Eric.
Hi. How do you feel about Christmas lights?
I know you're a little late because you've been studying all those national stories that are going on that we're talking about.
Always do. I always do. I'm late because I'm hungover. Besides that.
Well, I you know what? I just got done saying that Chris Cuomo just needed to be honest. So thank you for being honest.
I feel like I'm always honest with you guys. I do. I don't know what I have nothing to hide.
No, I love it. Eric,
Tuesday hangover.
Eric, bringing a little personality to the show. A Wednesday morning hangover. What'd you do last night?
I got band practice. Anybody that's in a band knows that band practice is 5% playing guitar and 95% drinking.
It's like a woman's book club.
Is it really?
It's a book club for hair farmers.
Yeah, we.
Women's book club.
What's wrong with you, man?
It's book club for hair farmers. I mean, seriously. Have you ever watched a woman's book club or been around? All they do is drink wine and eat little cheesy doodles.
Okay.
Eric, so you got lit last night. What were you guys drinking?
It's a lot. You know what's so fun?
You do sound like crap. I agree with Michelle.
You know, I got the Vic Faust.
You sounded like
you got me sick.
Oh, yeah, I got you sick.
You got me sick.
The sick Faust.
I got the sick Faust.
Mine was allergy related.
Okay.
Right.
Thank God that's in my past.
It was COVID.
You need a COVID test.
Yeah.
I need another one. My test was wrong.
I was fascinated though last night. I was
Tupperware party.
Last night, so I got home, right before I fell asleep. There were so many studies on last night about, first of all, this Omicron virus is supposed to.
I want to hear about your alcohol. I don't want to hear about the Omicron.
That's boring.
He wants to hear about Alcacron.
It's
all right. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's boring. It's band practice, beer.
By the way,
staying out too late, getting home, and
St. Louis County
hungover.
Councilman Mark Carter going to be joining us momentarily to talk about the disapproval and the vote against Dr. Faisal Khan last night.
Yeah.
Which was monumental, and the craziness over mask. We've been told by the lawyers there is no mask mandate. That's why the St. Louis County team took it off their website. We'll get into that as well. But Eric,
I just no. Hey, there you go, Dave Murray. No, here's what I'm fascinated about today. Omicron comes up. It's about to force the economy to shut down again from the left wing, politicians out there again. But what's fascinating is some of the most schooled people when it comes to this virus are saying that if you've had COVID, you have a sturdy safety net to this virus. First of all, this Omicron thing, it doesn't seem to be as bad as everybody says it is.
Exactly.
They say just because it's been named and just because it was in South Africa and as a matter of fact, they think now that this virus was brought with people who were vaccinated down to South Africa, and that's why it mutated, was because of the vaccine. And this mutation supposedly is less lethal. It might even be less contagious, they're saying now. But they're saying if you've had COVID and your T1 cells, it's showing all over the world with people who actually study science. If I hear Fauci say scientist one more time or that he is science, I will laugh because he seems to be a joke. It seems right now that natural immunity is the strongest thing against COVID. Not only, check this out. When have you heard of somebody who has had COVID reinfected with COVID? Have you heard any? Have you heard many, many, many stories about that? And if you have heard that story,
not many, but
you had it twice,
right? And if you have heard that story, who has been in the ICU and died from it? It means that this is it's one of the most effective ways of fighting COVID is to not get vaccinated, get it once, get past it, and you're safe.
Like the chicken pox?
Eric, just to be sure, too, and Mark wanted us to make sure. Yeah, Joe Biden already said there's no lockdowns in order. Okay, he's not going to. I did a story with the 2 days
Okay, he said that the first time, didn't he?
No. He said there's no lockdowns that are in place. And he also said tomorrow that he will be announcing how his administration will be attacking, quote, COVID and COVID-related issues over the winter. So that information will come out tomorrow. But he did come out and say that, as we said yesterday, this is not a reason for panic. It's just a reason for concern. But since you start up with the Omicron, every expert on TV has said, don't freak out.
Yeah, everybody. Everybody.
There hasn't been one quote, health official who has said we should be very concerned. Not one.
You don't see South Africa dying left and right, do you?
So once again, it's one of those things. I didn't see much about it nationally yesterday. But that depends on what kind of stories the national media
stories. It's like a popcorn machine
because there's so many other issues.
They got the abortion fights in the Supreme Court right now. We might not have abortion anymore in the national level.
Oh, that's the cover up. That's the wagging of the dog.
Well, that's the other national story.
That's a big one,
which I was talking about as well. Which we've got so many of those to get to, and we were just waiting on Mark Harder to come in because right now. I still see the division, and I see it more than ever when it comes to people with mask and no mask. One of these days, we're just going to have to, we need to call, and I know we had, we've had our St. Charles officials on.
Yeah.
But everything's so smooth in St. Charles County.
You know why?
Things are pretty smooth in Jefferson County. All the problems are St. Louis County, and everything seems to be around, or the lightning rod is on Sam Page in St. Louis County.
That's right.
Even Tashard Jones has kind of bypassed a lot of the issues that are going on with COVID and masking in St. Louis City.
Yep.
We went to Brentwood yesterday, my son and I, and walked into Micro Center, and it just said masks suggested.
That's right.
This is a good suggestion, but and coming from St. Charles, we walked in like it was no big deal. We're like,
there's the St. Charles guys.
Yeah. And we're like, holy cow, everybody's got masks on everywhere still. And it just said, masks are suggested. But we walked in, didn't even think about it, no masks. So
it is truly, it's an experiment for how the human mind in two totally, right next door to each other, counties on the planet are able to program someone's mind in fear. St. Charles, there's no fear over here. St. Louis County fear, and it is crazy, man. If you don't have a mask on, you feel like you're naked.
Eric, Kevin wants to know if you've heard of the unicorn virus. It's going to make its debut in January of 2022.
Is that a true story? Come on, man.
The unicorn
virus. Is that true or is that not true? Is that a dig at PRL?
What? Why would there be a dig at PRL?
Well, that just shows you haven't been to a PRL show very often because we do have a unicorn in it.
No, I support you from afar.
We'll take it.
I'll have to get out to a show and go front row at PRL.
No, we'll put you in the boy band.
And I'll be one of your slappy boys up in the front. All right, is that what you want?
We'll see how you can. We see how you can get those legs moving on the PRL stage. We'll make you part of the boy band.
Well, all right. Well, out of the Nationals, there's we have to say it. I mean, it's sad. We do have listeners in Michigan, Oxford, Michigan, another school shooting yesterday. 15-year-old boy not cooperating with police. 3 kids are dead. Multiple others injured. We know the school shooting stuff can happen anywhere. It's unfortunate, but our thoughts and prayers with that community. I do know people in the Oxford, Michigan community. They have a terrific sheriff up there in the county taking care of stuff, Mike Bouchard. But it's sad that stuff can happen at any point in time. But the big news that we said locally before we spend the rest of the show on national is what's going on in St. Louis County. We can't figure out, Mark Carter, St. Louis County Councilman, joining us today. You know, every other county in our area, at least our Fox 2 viewing area, we don't have any issues. There's not drama that's made for TV, but you still have it in St. Louis County. If you could get us updated last night on what happened with this vote against Dr. Faisal Khan, Health Department Director, and where we go from here.
Well, good morning, Vic and Tabitha and everybody there. Well, last night, as you know, we've probably had this issue on our agenda for probably 2 months about whether we were going to approve the appointment of Dr. Khan as the permanent health director. And he's been serving in a position of interim ever since the pandemic started. And so we've had it on our agenda a while. And then when the incident happened a number of months ago where he gave the finger to the audience there in the chambers, we put it on hold. And then this latest incident of him writing a letter to county health employees about his opinion of the lunatic fringe that comes to our meetings and things like that, that seemed to be the proverbial straw that broke the camel's back of our council. And I sent in a letter the other day asking Dr. Page to basically accept the resignation of Dr. Khan and forcing him to resign. And as we saw last night, Dr. Page has doubled down on his support for Dr. Khan right now. So we're going to manage it as we have all the other things going forward. But it's unfortunate that he would put a lot of faith in this health director.
He just wants to be completely combative against you on everything, doesn't he? I mean, there's no reason to have this guy. First of all, he's not a real MD. I don't think he's a real MD, is he?
No, he's not.
He's not a real. Why can't Sam Page just go, look, we're going to get the most qualified person in here. You guys are going to love him. I'm going to love him. He's going to basically be able to give us data on this thing. It seems like a real executive, he would just play it right down the middle. Like, look, we're going to get to the bottom of all this stuff. We're going to try to get past this pandemic. And what's the next step? I mean, does he stay in the council meetings? What does he do now? He doesn't just disappear?
Well, no, he'll be around. I'm sure they'll give him a little bit lesser role. He'll be less visible, maybe. We don't know. Our role in the charter is to approve these people, but it is the county executive's role to appoint these people because they are political appointees as department heads. So all we can do is do what we did last night, which was to either give our vote of support or not. And we have decided that we feel that we can't put any credibility in this health health director. And that's very important during a pandemic, that we do have some credibility in that role, and that we can believe in what comes out of the health department, that it isn't biased, and that we are getting the raw information that we need to make decisions.
I remember the last St. Louis guy that did that. His name was Gary Templeton, and we got rid of his ass.
Most people don't know who Gary Templeton is.
I'm just before my time.
I'm disgusted with what you just said. I'm disgusted.
Eric, I have to help you, man.
God.
I love your analogies.
You know
and
who
your
Jim
stories.
Hart is?
I love you, and I appreciate you, Eric.
Okay.
But not everybody
Well,
has...
he was a St. Louis shortstop for the Cardinals, and he flipped off the entire stadium, and they shipped him off. There you go.
Pretty much. That's what happened. Mark, you also came out on TV. You've said there is no mask mandate. There's a lot of confusion. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the last that I have coming from St. Louis County, their PR department, was 2 days ago. They said their advice to the public remains centered around vaccination and the practice of universal precautions, such as social distancing, hand sanitation, the wearing of masks in all indoor public settings. DPH has no further comments at this point. They said that their public masking order remains in force. That was 2 afternoons ago. Have you seen anything come from them that states anything differently now?
Well, if you go onto the county website on the health department side of it, all of the mandates that were in place for the last 6-8 months have all been scrubbed off of the website. So that came up last night as well, is that all those things have been taken off per the judge's order from Cole County, and
Judge
that there
Nelson.
isn't any mask mandates, and it's all voluntary at this point. They can say recommended, they can advise, but there are no health mandates dealing with masks in St. Louis County at this point, and that's what the judge put in place, and that's what we need to live by.
But Sam Page isn't keeping this clean at all, is he? He's like, according to me, there is still a mask mandate, so you will listen to either them or me, which take your pick. So St. Louis County businesses really have no idea how to handle it right now at this point.
Right, and that's unfortunate that he's put these businesses in that precarious position with their customers, and that shouldn't be. And I would recommend that the businesses take a hard look at that issue and decide. And I think probably for most businesses, they can say, mask recommended would probably be the maybe the best position for all their customers, and leave it at that.
We've also got a good story on this on fox2now.com. Chris Hayes, my colleague, does a terrific job, did a story on this. And basically, the attorney for St. Louis County, Sam Page, and the county told the judge yesterday that its mask order has been removed from its website. So this isn't just Mark Carter saying this. Their attorney told the judge yesterday, Sam Page's attorney said that their mask order has been removed from its website. I repeat, mask order no longer exists in St. Louis County. We bring you the facts, not opinion, but that the county will continue to fight for a mandate. So they're fighting for a mandate.
Wow.
That there is no mask order. So businesses in St. Louis County, schools, if you want to wear a mask, you can. But that's your prerogative. Nobody is telling you to. There is no order anymore to do that.
And that's the way I look at this. Now, from the standpoint, if you look at the ruling from the Cole County Judge Green, it still leaves the door open to school districts that have an elected school board can decide that their school should have a mask mandate. Now, there are some specific judgments against quarantining and things like that, because that's more of a health situation. So there's some gray areas here, especially when it comes to school districts. But from the standpoint of a non-elected health director making a mandate, that has been ruled unconstitutional in the state of Missouri. And so this just doesn't apply to St. Louis County. It applies to every health department out there, and any unelected health boards or health directors that make these rules without the input of an elected board.
Well, Mark, we appreciate you joining us this morning. I didn't ask for lots of time. Is there anything else that the public needs to be aware
Yeah,
of?
have a chime in on the $500 million you might have to split because of the NFL.
Well, the $500 million would be split between three people, and I don't know if there's anything more that Mark can tell us outside of what Tim Fitch told us, that the county still hasn't advised council on what's happening. Is that correct, Mark?
True. We haven't gotten any over the dome settlement. No, we haven't gotten any advisement on that. We're still dealing with CARES money from last year and the ARPA money that came after that, and how that needs to be spent properly, and the oversight that is needed for that. So the money keeps flowing, and we're still dealing with expenditures and figuring out how to spend this from over a year ago. So we'll get to it, and I'm sure the lawyers will let us know when they figure this out. But unfortunately, in the media, we've been talking about, $700 million from the settlement, and I've cautioned people that really, after the lawyers took their 30 or 35%, it's a lot less to be split between the city, the county, and the Convention and Visitors Bureau. But I just don't want to put any false hopes up there that the region's going to get $700 million to be split. It's a lot less than that. But nonetheless, it's still a lot of money, and will need to be decisions will need to be made, and input will need to be given on how to spend that and how we move forward.
Drama. Mark, I'm curious, when this does hit the big screen, everything that's happened in St. Louis County, who do you want to play you? What actor do you want to play Mark Carter?
That's a good question. Maybe Tom Cruise, but I'm not sure.
Truth. You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, that's right. That's a possibility. But we're going to have a car chase and maybe rappelling from a building in anything we do. So we got to figure out how to put that in the script.
He was soliciting. He was soliciting for you to say him, Vic Faust, by the way. But anyway, I digress.
Oh yeah, exactly. Mark Carter, St. Louis County Council.
Vic can play the inquisitive reporter that always gets to the bottom line of every issue.
You know what? Most movies, I've talked about it before. When I lived in Detroit, we had movie tax credits in the state of Michigan. So I played a reporter in 3 movies. So there you go.
No, there's a stretch.
There you go. It was a stretch.
Wow.
It was a stretch. I had to really get ready for that.
Yeah.
Mark,
That's some kind of typecasting.
Mark, we appreciate it. Thanks for giving us some time today. All right, bud?
Okay, guys. Have fun.
All right. St. Louis County Councilman Mark Carter. I don't see anything changing in St. Louis County anytime soon, boys and girls.
No, they're having too much fun with it.
And
it's a
but
game.
You have the school situation, though. I did get a message that DeSmet is going to take off their mask order for kids starting second semester after the Christmas break. But I haven't heard of any other schools that were going to do this. So, once again, if you're for masking, you go to your officials and you say why. If you're against it, you put up a fight and you go with evidence and you go, hey, there is no masking order in place, and you move that.
And it doesn't work. First of all, it's almost more sad that our institutions of learning, they don't know how to break down this virus and this tool that they're trying to use, and it just doesn't work. And there's 3 bad things for every 1 good thing about a mask with a kid in a classroom. And that's the saddest part to me, is they're not intellectual enough to do their own research and go, you know what? Yeah, this thing's going to spread with or without masks. And these kids don't need to have their junior and senior years or even their 8th grade years in a mask. That's the worst part of this, is they're sheep. Is the school system is a bunch of sheep, and they seem to be, left-wing sheep.
Well,
yeah. Have you seen how people wear the masks still, though? I mean, and most people have their nose poking out.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
That's even worse. You could tell the ones that are so done with it and they're just wearing the mask too.
Yeah, it's fatiguing.
Guys,
it's fatiguing.
The flu rates are higher now. St. Louis County is addressing, and did yesterday, our flu rates. I reached out to the pandemic task force and I asked, and this really confused the heck out of me. I'm like, are flu rates being included in the numbers this year? When you're in the hospitalizations, guess what? I was told last year we did. I was never told that before. All of those the hospitalization numbers last year included flu cases. But we were also
But
told,
there was no flu last year.
Exactly. But then I was like, wait a second, but I didn't think there was any flu last year. And then all of a sudden, flu's back. I'm just trying to dot the I's, cross the T's.
Flu rates are up. Time to refinance.
Make sure I understand what's going on with this. So don't forget about the flu. And I already told everybody about the experience I had at St. Luke's Urgent Care 2 days ago when after they tested me and said, no, you don't have COVID. Then they're like, but we want to test you for flu. And I said, well, why is that? And they said, because we're getting most of the cases that we're getting are flu cases. They're not COVID. And I went, oh, really? And then the woman who was helping me said, yeah, one of my friends works at another center, and they have the same thing there. Yeah. So I'm like, what? This isn't adding up. Then we should be talking more about flu than COVID, right?
Nobody wants to talk about either.
But it's flu.
I know.
Flu. So that's why. So when I look at the numbers that are being sent out, I'm like, okay, it's very difficult to understand what this means. But I was told that they were not, quote, I repeat, not yet including flu cases in these numbers. But it was yet, meaning could it be added soon or when will it be added soon? Because we're not told, hey, today the numbers are 400 hospitalizations, which includes COVID cases and flu cases. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
That's how I think that would help us all.
No, what would help us all is for the media to play it down the middle and to stop saying that the vaccinated are the chosen children and the unvaccinated are not the chosen
we know
children.
COVID-19 kills.
Who cares?
We do.
It does.
But we also know flu is real and flu kills as well.
Exactly. And so do a lot of communicable diseases. And so does a lot of diseases that are not communicable, like cancer and leukemia that aren't being treated because now the governor of New York wants to shut down all these elective surgeries and all of these, they want to keep everybody home again. I mean, the dynamic of COVID is literally sitting back eating popcorn laughing at us.
Well, in the last 2 weeks, and here's some but here's some numbers, though, and you got to take a look at the numbers, whatever they consist of. In the last 2 weeks, the St. Louis metro area, the 2.8 million people that make up the metropolitan area, there were another 100 patients hospitalized. That's an increase of 100 patients. The silver lining in all of that was that child hospitalizations have fallen greatly, with only one child in the ICU in the past week. So, make of it what you want. The hospitalizations are sitting around 400 as of yesterday. And there's a 2-day lag time with that. So that's where we are from a local standpoint. The deaths 2 days ago had reached was 10. Yesterday there were 6 deaths reportedly because of COVID. And that was in the St. Louis metropolitan pandemic area.
What was the demo of the 6? It's
exactly. I'm always the guy that wants to break it down. What's the health history?
Was the guy 95 years old, and was he going to
exactly?
Was the wind outside going to take him out anyway? I mean, seriously.
As of 2 months ago, when I asked, I was told nothing's changed with the demographic. It was still elderly people with health conditions, heart conditions, and unfortunately,
the common cold takes some people out. It does. You get infections, and you can't fight it off. You get pneumonia, and it's unfortunate, but nature is nature, and. We're fitting a square peg through a round hole. There's a lot of people on this show that just don't give a damn anymore. But I know we got to talk about it, and it's fascinating.
You mean listeners?
Listeners, and there's this Omicron thing, and everybody wants to know what this is about. And the people from South Africa say, this is mild. This is a nothing burger. You guys are overreacting. As a matter of fact, there's this thing called the Lambda, apparently, that fizzled out.
No, there's been several variants. There's been
just like it fizzled out.
And the Chi, or the XI virus.
No.
China.
They passed past that because it sounds like Chairman Cheese.
It was registered.
I did not know that.
Yes, there's been several variants that have come through, which is why I started the show off going, wait a second. So many national big stories, big trials, everything starting Monday, this whole week. And then all of a sudden, Omicron, which we're told isn't anything to be concerned about.
No, not
or
at all.
like panic about. But all of a sudden, on the same day of the Maxwell trial, on the same day of the Jesse Smollett trial, on the same day of the abortion stuff this week, we're talking about it.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Which is why I gave the analogy about Wayne Gretzky. which is why he said what he said. You probably weren't listening. You were still hungover, I guess, sleeping.
Well, I've been hungover since I woke up, so go ahead. What? Give it to me.
He's only listening just a little bit less than usual.
He said the reason his career went so well is when everybody was chasing the puck.
Yeah.
He went where the puck wasn't, and the puck.
Wow, I could.
And the puck found him.
Why didn't I take that analogy?
So when everybody's in their little scrum playing the guitar for PLO, for you to give you your analogy on stage at your next PRL concert, you go over off to the side and you'll find the big story, Eric. You go do your own thing. You be your own star.
No,
You're not just the bassist anymore. You are the star in your own mind, Eric. You go to the side of the stage.
No, I took that job because nobody else wanted it. As a quarterback, though, you never throw the ball where your receiver is at the moment.
Yeah,
you lead him.
That's right. You throw them open is what they're called.
Exactly
I've
right.
got a quarterback son. I've been dealing with this.
Yes,
crap
you
for a
do.
while.
He's got a good arm. He's probably very smart. So this whole look at what's happening around the virus. It's crazy. You're right. There's so many things. This is the shiny object that we're talking about. Coincidence? I don't know.
Well, when we come back, we got all these national news stories to talk about. We want your opinion. 636-695-2915, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. That's an hour down, just like that. Mark Harris says it's in 20 countries, Eric.
What's in 20 countries?
Omicron.
So Delta's in hundreds. Who cares? Seriously.
John Parker knows a thing or two about football. Former college coach says, unless you are a spot thrower.
Oh. Throw to your spot. Throw to your spot. Receiver's job to get there.
Everybody on a button hook. Don't move. No. I'm fly patterns.
John, I agree with that. No, my son is actually a spot thrower. So I'm with you on that, John. Anyway, the Jesse Smollett trial. We're going to get into that. Ghislaine Maxwell trial. We're going to get into that. Wait until you hear how many people have resigned. This is insane that are surrounding this trial. Big people. I mean, blows your mind. What's going on with this abortion topic in Washington? I mean, this is major, major news. LeBron has COVID, but ESPN won't tell you that. They're just saying he's in health protocol. What? And Ron DeSantis, the Florida governor, proposing some changes for police officers in the state. Just wait to hear about this. See if you might want it in Missouri. If there's anything else you want to talk about, we'll get to it.
He's giving all of his police officers tranquilizer guns.
Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Who knows? Maybe Chris Knight will show up at some point.
You never know.
Oh, man.
He took my latte order.
Oh.
Happy December.
I
Happy
didn't get no
Christmas
latte.
Lights Day.
Americana.
Winter's here.
Americana.
December 1st. You know what I'm gonna go home and do tonight?
Put
After
up
the
Christmas
show?
lights.
No. I'm gonna watch the best Christmas movie ever.
Die Hard.
Elf. I'm gonna watch Elf after.
He turned down $26 million.
I heard. We'll talk about that too. Jim Carrey's gonna. Oh man, we gotta get to break. Gosh, we could just talk for hours and hours. You're listening to The Edge. Back with more Morning Edge after this. It's 8:54.
The Morning Edge. 100.7 The Viper.
When it comes to happy hour, Playoffs in O'Fallon has the best 11 to 6 every day with 275 domestic bottles and 17 TVs showing your favorite hockey, baseball, and football games. So grab a seat inside or on the patio at Playoffs in O'Fallon on Highway K and N. And Playoffs has a great menu too. Pizza, burgers, wraps, salads, sandwiches, and the best wings in town. So watch the game and indulge yourself at Playoffs Sports Bar and Grill on Highway K in O'Fallon.
With everything going on today, it's easy to forget to take care of ourselves. Compass Health Network is here to help. We provide a wide range of mental health, primary care, and dental services for the entire family. Whether you need to talk to a therapist, get a routine health checkup, or have a filling replaced, Compass Health Network is here for you in person or virtually. Call 844-853-8937 to schedule an appointment or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for more information.
Panera believes in saying yes. Yes to clean, fresh ingredients. Yes to the new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread topped with rich mozzarella. Yes to delicious mac and cheese. Yes to putting it on a sandwich, creating the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. And yes to impromptu road trips to Sandwich, Illinois. Because that's living life to the flavor fullest. Get $1 delivery when you order on our app. Panera. Live your yes. Pricing and product availability may vary. Visit PaneraBread.com.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a speed bump. Did you hear what I said? I'm a speed bump. And if you have cut-rate car insurance, the cost to reattach your muffler could really be a bump in the road. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Start with everyone with a brand new puppy they cannot leave home alone. And there he is now, disemboweling a sofa. Now narrow it to the puppy parents who need to get their prescriptions refilled today. For you, there's Walgreens same-day prescription delivery. Medication sent right to your door from the local Walgreens you already know and trust. So you can spend all day at home teaching your new puppy some manners. Elroy, roll over. Or just sit there and tilt your head. Aw. To join, text JOIN-RX to 21525.
Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Get a grip on your finances with People's Bank and Trust's new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills with ease and all from the palm of your hand. Activate your phone today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, my name is Ted, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Shake is when the peppermint shake is available, that's to me sort of announces that the holiday season is here. I guess most people count down the days until Christmas, but me, I count down the days until the shake comes out.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is that first sip when you taste the peppermint chip pieces, it's like catching snowflakes on your tongue.
Share a peppermint chip milkshake from Chick-fil-A this holiday. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Viper Weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray on this Wednesday as we kick off the month of December. Partly sunny skies. It's warmer this afternoon, chilly this morning. 65 will do it for the high. Southerly flow obviously is back. Tonight, clear skies, 45. Thursday, sunny. How about 73 Thursday afternoon? The record 75. We'll be close to that number. On Friday, sunny and 68. Nowhere near a record, but much cooler. About 50 over the weekend. For up-to-the-minute weather information, link to my forecast anytime at ViperRocks.com. And keep listening to 100.7 The Viper.
River River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, happy December 1st. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Welcome back to The Edge. Your morning headlines brought to you by Playoff Sports Bar and Grill on Highway K and 364 in O'Fallon. With the best happy hour in town, wings, burgers, and all the sports you can handle. Once again, it is Playoff Sports Bar and Grill. Mike has your inside, your patio, and your takeout dining all at Playoffs and O'Fallon. Let's start with the Blues this morning. What a freaking win for them last night. They were down 3-0 after one period to a very good Tampa team. The two-time defending Stanley Cup champs and Pat Maroon. Oh, not only did Craig Berube leave Bennington in the game, which was the best thing he could do. The Blues came back and won in shootouts in overtime. 4-3. Major win for the Blues. They now play Tampa again on Thursday in Tampa. Well, St. Louis County Council voted not to confirm Khan, Dr. Faisal Khan that is, as their permanent health director. And that's saying a lot. It was an overwhelming vote. 5 against. Democrats and Republicans voting against Sam Page's pick for the job to stay there. Democrats and Republicans going against Sam Page, against Faisal Khan. Also, a lot of people wondering if there's a mask mandate or not in St. Louis County. County Council says there is not, and the attorney representing Sam Page in the county said that they removed any mandates from the website, stating that they're still fighting for one, but they're still encouraging people to wear masks. One person was injured after a house explosion in St. Louis County. A St. Louis County mom is pleading for the safe return of her 14-year-old missing daughter. Also, if you want to check out the toy guy, he has some details on the top toys of the holiday season. Go to fox2now.com. Check that out. Also, East St. Louis Recycling Center is on fire for the second time in less than a week, unfortunately. Also, St. Louis is sharing some eligibility requirements for $500 direct COVID relief payments. You got to see what's going on there. And a big national story, as we talked about it. Supreme Court going to hear potential landmark vote when it comes to the abortion case that could overturn Roe v. Wade. That's Look at Morning Headlines. I'm Vic Faust.
The Edge Morning Show.
Did you hit the wrong button?
No, I thought you liked stuff like this.
What is this? It sounds familiar.
It's a local band.
Is it really?
Yes, sir.
Well, this isn't EDM.
No, but they were on the cusp of EDM. This was right before EDM started to hit. Local band.
What's their name? I don't know. I'm clueless. Tell
Gravity
me.
Kills.
They're called Traffic Kills?
Gravity Kills.
Oh,
Traffic Kills.
Traffic does kill. Gravity kills too.
I've heard of Gravity Kills.
Yeah.
But this almost has an 80s sound to it, doesn't it?
No,
Like
actually,
lady-
they're kind of a 9 Inch Nails-y.
Yeah.
In fact, on the same record label as 9 Inch Nails.
If 9 Inch Nails is Coke, this is Vess.
They became very popular, national touring acts.
This is kind of the.
It reminds me of this this German band that I knew.
Du Hast.
Du Hast.
Du Hast.
Du Hast, man.
Yeah, I get it. This was before Du Hast.
Doesn't it sound like them?
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. But it's that same genre on TVT Records. You know what that is?
No.
So TVT, remember the commercials you see at 2 o'clock in the morning? Get all your favorite TV theme songs, like Andy Griffith, Different Strokes, blah, blah, blah. Well, they made so much money off that. Television Tunes, they opened a division of their record label to find bands.
They need to employ you as their PR guy. Gravity Kills.
Geezer Butler's wife, Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath, his wife was the record rep here in town. That's how I know all this stuff.
All right. Well, congratulations to Gravity Kills.
Come on, Geezer Butler, that's Black Sabbath. That's bigger than Shooting Star.
Oh, my God. We're not getting into that. We can't get into that. Eric's former band, Shooting Star. Okay. Eric, wake Eric up.
Gravity Kills,
shove
good
Eric.
band.
All right.
I'll play Shooting Star coming out.
Hey, guys, welcome back to the show. You're listening to The Edge. If you want to give us a call, we take those calls, 636-695-2915. You can also take us in on ViperRocks.com, 100.7 The Viper. Join the show on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show. Join the best interaction, conversation you're going to find anywhere in the St. Louis area, 100.7 The Viper. Okay, a lot of national news. This hour's about national. We're hitting it hard. This Ghislaine Maxwell case is just unbelievable. I listened to testimony, or read testimony, of a former 14-year-old victim yesterday.
Man,
blew my mind away as she sobbed and cried on the stand with nothing to gain, by the way, except for truth to come out. As all indications were pointing to Giselle being the second in command of the trafficking ring, basically is what it was to Epstein. So let's break this down. And I appreciate our listeners for getting me updated with some of these things that are going on and sending me information because I'm a busy guy. But what do you think about this? This is so fascinating. You talk about another Hollywood movie script, and not a good one. The lead prosecutor in the Maxwell case is Maureen Comey, who happens to be the daughter of James Comey. Some people find that very, very interesting.
Wow.
Also, the federal judge over the Maxwell case is Allison Nathan. She's a President Obama appointee who worked as a special assistant and counsel in the Obama White House. Some people say, hey, That's weird. Some people say there's nothing wrong with that. And also, on the first day of the Maxwell trial 2 days ago, we already talked about St. Louis native Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, resigning. All of a sudden, it came out yesterday. He says he's going into the crypto world, but yeah, we'll see. Was it coincidence? Not sure. How about this? The CEO of Walmart resigns on the first day of the trial.
Yeah.
I'm going, wait, okay.
Cronky lost all that money.
Once again, as a news guy, I'm going, wait a second. We're supposed to, as journalists, go, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
You know, start investigating, start studying, start looking just to see what the hell's going on.
Yep.
Okay, we're not done. Then the CEO of CNBC resigns. On the in the last 3 days, there have been more crazy national stories, and I'm going, what in the hell? Those are the things that are going on. Then, how about this? We're not done. Tracking the resignations. New York City Chief Medical Examiner, Dr. Barbara Sampson, now stepping down. This happens in the last couple of days. She is the person who oversaw the autopsies of Eric Gardner, Joan Rivers, and Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh.
You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
People, is there? Am I losing my mind? when you
No,
look at
you're
this
not.
stuff?
Keep talking. I'm trying. I'm literally writing as fast as I can.
That where there's smoke, there's fire. How is all of this stuff happening?
It's the biggest
all at the same time.
It's the biggest international game of Clue that we've ever had. We know there's something in the envelope, but we don't know what it is.
Jeannie from Facebook says their names are all on the Epstein list.
It was Colonel Clinton
Go figure.
in the ballroom with the candlestick.
It's the CFO of Walmart, not the CEO. Thank you, Missouri Dog Rescue. I mean, so
it's too. Yeah, there's a lot of in the circle stuff going on. The Comey thing is very interesting. He's the one that tried to get Hillary off. He's like, Hillary, we'll take care of this, but you do have to come in and be questioned. I'm sorry. We'll run Trump through the ringer, but no. He won't even win because we're going to get you out of here quickly. And there's a lot of family-oriented stuff going on right now. This lady, Maxwell, she knows where all the bodies are buried. She was
number 2 in command is what she has been suggested as in court.
In some ways, this bitch was worse than all the rest of them because she found the young people. She gave the young people candy and said, hey, we got this little island far away.
Come in the van and pet the puppies.
Yes. So in some ways, this is the most evil part of the entire plot. Then they get them to these islands or wherever they're taking these kids, and they're getting abused.
Or allegedly were.
Let's stop
Not
saying
anymore.
allegedly. The Prince thing over what Prince Albert, wasn't it, from
Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew. You have Bill Clinton in a green or blue dress picture on the wall at the estate. I mean,
the pilot.
I know.
The pilot
There's
he testified yesterday of all the big names that he could see, and that's not even that's not counting the ones that he couldn't see. But it goes from like Kevin Spacey to Itzhak Perlman. Itzhak Perlman, the violinist, is on the plane.
And you know what? What big international superstar celebrity wouldn't want to go to an all expenses paid vacation down on the Epstein Island?
True.
Which you would feel left out, Vic. If you were making $1 billion a year in whatever trade you were doing, and the guys invited you down there just to hang out, have cocktails, and see all the 16-year-old chicks, you would feel left out. Trust me.
No. That's no.
I know it sounds disgusting, but it is what it is.
No. To see all the 16-year-old, no.
What do you think was going on down there?
I get your analogy, but no, never in a no.
It was Party Central down there.
I get your point, Eric, but without
the
you
visual.
go to an island, without young girls. That's no, Eric. No.
You think there were people that went down to that island that didn't know it was going on?
I have no idea, but I'm just saying. I guarantee there were people that knew.
Well, that's what this is what's all. See, okay, so I'm leading up to that. That's what this is all about. This lady knows everybody that was there. I can't believe she's not suicided yet. Her face looks like they tried
we've
already.
Talked about this because if you did, that would even draw more attention. But then you wonder if the prosecutor in this case has anything to do with it, and the judge with the connections that we were just talking about. I mean, it really is. How long will this last? What's the possibility of anything coming out of it? And all of these people whose names were on the Epstein list resigning from their jobs, what's going on behind the scenes?
Well, of course they know what's going on behind the scenes. Game over. Busted. I mean, Epstein, you're going to be Epsteined. You're going to be outed. There will be a scarlet letter of some sort after this is all over. Maybe. Unless, dun, 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 she gets assassinated.
Well, if they make her go away and she can't come out and say stuff, yeah. And it'll eventually get swept under the rug.
Yeah, it's a fascinating story. But you're right. There's a lot of people going, yeah, I'll be over here on this little island in the Canary Islands for a while until this all passes over. If you need me, yeah, don't call. I'll call you.
And we're still getting the excerpts now. You don't see it because it's a federal case, so it's not on TV. But now we're starting to get excerpts. We're starting to get some of the testimony that comes out. And when you start to read, for example, what I was with this girl who was 14 at the time, what was being done to her and how she was brought in, and it was hard to even finish reading. And now you've got this woman who was the ringleader. She was Epstein's right-hand person coordinating it as a woman, bringing in younger women. So, and of course, according to the witness, participating and encouraging with all kinds of group things, and just, it's one of the worst stories I can ever remember.
It's horrible. It's horrible, but it's also
and the fact that we have so many popular and well-known artists, actors,
Will Smith,
politicians,
Will Smith, that's one
that were even associated. I mean, but let's be real. I mean, there were Donald Trump took pictures with Epstein as well. So I mean, there was. I don't know if there was any record of him going to the island. I'm not aware of any, but Epstein was taking pictures with everybody.
Yeah.
I
mean, does Hillary know? I always wonder that. It seems like Epstein and Bill were like best buddies. Does Hillary know what happened on that island? I always wonder that. Like, how much does she know? Bill, what did you guys do
she
this
knows
weekend?
Everything, dude.
You think she does?
Yeah.
Do you think she cares?
No.
I always wonder that too.
She cares more about where she is as far as her status and her, political well-being more than she cares.
She has no more
Bill
political
does.
well-being. It's over for her.
Maybe not. I mean, she still has some pull, obviously, and usually it's the pull of the trigger or the the tightening of the noose.
Another one, Barclays CEO Staley, he resigns after the Epstein probe. I mean, another one. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Where's Elliot Davis? Give me Elliot Davis right now. I need Elliot's phone number.
It's not your tax money. Okay,
I need
sorry.
Elliot Davis now.
Well, how many golden parachutes, when they're resigning, do you think they're getting any money paid out, or they're being asked?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But I can't ever remember in my 24 years of being in news a story with so many implications and so many ties like this one. And people who are known and in powerful positions ever. Even Supreme Court Justice, it's on the tip of my tongue. The Republican that's kind of in the middle, Stephen, who's our Supreme Court Justice? Stevens? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
No. Our middle guy, the guy that's Republican but votes Democrat.
Roberts.
Stephen Roberts. Or not Stephen Roberts. Judge Roberts. There's a picture of him on the island in a pool.
Oh, man.
Did
he have his robe on still?
No. With Bill Clinton. And this is before he was a Supreme Court Justice.
Really?
Yeah, that surfaced last year as well. So it's like with Epstein as well. So it's like, my gosh, that's why it's so deep. It's so stretching.
This is the crappiest time in the world to be on news talk radio. There's so much stuff to talk about. You can never hit the damn bullseye on any of these stories because they're always moving around. It would be like if you went to play darts and the dartboard was like moving all over the place, and you had to figure out how to hit the thing. It's crazy. I mean, you're right. Every story is just as big as the next damn story.
And when this trial ends, regardless, it's over. National media will not touch this. Nothing else will happen. She's going to jail. End of story. She's going to jail.
They're going to have to put her in a cave somewhere.
I don't know what that's going to consist of, but she's going to jail. After the testimony from a couple, there is absolutely no way she's not going to jail. No way.
Yeah,
what does that
if
mean?
you've ever seen the documentaries, the early documentaries of what she did to
the witnesses speaking, Eric, it's overwhelming.
Of course it is, because it's
Like-
a horrific story.
They had
It's
older
horrific.
sisters, and she would talk the older sisters into recruiting their younger sisters because the older sisters had aged out.
Yeah, this is just a sex trafficking story, no different than the sex trafficking that comes across the border. I mean, that's small time. This is big time.
Well, the difference is who's
exactly right. I think
it's not Bill who works at Home Depot trying to pick up some young hooker. This is big. Public
The
names.
CEO of Barclays resigns. That's one. Let me repeat this as listeners come in and out. The New York City chief medical examiner, Dr. Barbara Sampson, stepping down, quitting now. She's the one who oversaw the autopsies of Jeffrey Epstein, Joan Rivers, and Eric Gardner. Of course, Jack Dorsey, Twitter resigned. He's gone.
Do you think they're all on some sort of list somewhere that's going to come out? That's why they're resigning.
What's the purpose? Resigning all in the last 2 days. The CEO of Walmart or CFO of Walmart resigns. The CEO of CNBC resigns.
But Dorsey's still going to work with Squarespace, so it's not like he's totally done.
Yeah, and he says he's going into crypto, but as Mark Harris says, that's what they got R. Kelly on. Sex
True
trafficking.
story.
Yeah, she's going down, but that's why I can't wait to see what happens with this. Who is she taking down with her, if any?
And will we ever find out?
She's going to keep her mouth shut because
As
she's
Andy
going
Weiss
away
says,
regardless.
The judge issued a media-wide gag order. Glenn Thompson says there's a black book. Whatever happened with the Heidi Fleiss case? It all gets. That's a great point. It all gets.
That's a little different. That's a little different. That was consensual between a bill, whoever and some escort. That's a little different. But
when you start breaking it down, something's going on. I don't know how long the trial will last. She's going to prison. And who else is going to be implicated, or who else is going to be quitting, or who else is going to disappear?
Yeah, she's keeping her mouth shut. There's no way she's going to sing. She's going away regardless. So what is she going to get out of it? What is she going to get out of other than being potentially dead sooner than later?
And do you think that there's any issue that the federal judge over the case is Nathan, who was a President Obama appointee who worked as a special assistant and counsel in the Obama White House? Does that mean anything? It's a high position, so anybody could have that.
No, it means a lot.
Why do you think it means a lot?
Because you have this, isn't
Because
the
I didn't know
prosecutor
this. One
that
of
was
our listeners sent me this and said it needs to be talked about, but I don't get.
Because it's a little bit too. It seems like there's some people that should be recused from this thing, but why would they recuse themselves? I guess. Well, you know what? This is very Clinton-esque. I feel like this whole story is Clinton-esque. I almost feel the story always felt to me like Bill Clinton was on the inside of this whole
And then
racket.
if you say Bill Clinton, and that's your opinion,
It is.
not mine.
It's because every time you see the story, it's that picture of him in the blue dress in the party house or wherever they got that thing from. And I'm like, why would Bill Clinton allow that to be up there if he wasn't satirically mocking it or something like that?
And also, the lead prosecutor in the
Because
Ghislaine
I have
Maxwell
good legs.
case is Maureen Comey, the daughter of James Comey. Does that mean anything?
It means
that
a
the
lot.
prosecuting attorney is Comey's daughter.
Yeah, because Comey
and the
was the-
judge is a President Obama.
Because
appointee.
It's almost like they handpicked that stuff.
Well, that could go two ways because Hillary was on record slamming him for making her lose the election. So I don't know.
If
That
it
could
was
go both
just
ways.
that, I would say no. But then I bring it up only because you've got like 8 different things going on at the same time that I just talked to. That just the case is. I don't think our country's ever seen
This will
anything
be
like
a
this.
murky if you're right, Vic. This
And
will
there's no video of it.
History will make this a murky thing. Like we never really got to the bottom of it. This will be like the Zapruder films, the shooting of Kennedy. We'll never really know what happened. Was it 2 guns? Was there a grassy knoll guy? We'll never know. It'll just be this little intrigue story that goes forward in life. Maybe she does come out and just kind of lays it all out on the table and said, look, this thing was off the rails. It was billionaires and athletes and celebrities. Here's everybody that did it, but I
so
doubt
you're saying if I go down, we all go down? I mean, what would you do?
She would get killed if she said that.
Right. Would you sing like a bird if you knew everything?
No, because
if you knew all the potential implications, like all the people who have disappeared or fallen asleep and not woken up that have to do with this case?
I don't know. This is bizarre because this is so big. I can't even imagine what it's like to be these people because you know that you're about to get busted on a international level for something that will. It's sometimes some of the stories we cover are too big for the human mind to even.
They really are, and we're just in the St. Louis area. We're not involved in the case. We're getting everything after the fact, but all you have to do is follow the news with all of these people, and it just takes some research. All of these people quitting these high-profile jobs who allegedly have names in a book, and then you look at who the judge is in the case, you look at who the prosecuting attorney is in the case, the timing of it, and then here we are.
The court. We're in the era now, and when I say era, the week of court cases. This is the week of court cases. It started out with the Rittenhouse.
Get them done before the end of the year.
It started out with Rittenhouse. It started. I mean, I take it back.
But the Rittenhouse case was going on for weeks before.
Okay, but
now,
I mean, everything. Eric Schmidt's court cases, he's winning them left and right. I mean, this court case, the abortion court case, we're going to be in court TV for the next 30 days for sure.
Yeah, and
no doubt
and you know
about
what? And we'll bring everybody the updates on that. The crazy thing about this week was all of a sudden Monday, and we're going to get into we're going to take a break here momentarily. We'll get into the Jesse Smollett case here with the brothers. The 2 brothers, Jesse Smollett saying he's been set up. His story changed again, which is unfortunate. We'll tell you what the brothers say that they were doing before it even happened. They practiced this. They practiced what they were going to do. Can't make this stuff up. Then you have, this Omicron variant. Oh, it's you got to look. There's all kinds of coverage on it. Yet when you see the coverage that we're all talking about, everybody says it's nothing to worry about. Hey, are we concerned? Sure. But should we panic? No. Even the president said, no, don't get overly concerned.
And then you can verbally beat the crap out of Chris Cuomo when we're done, too.
And so when we come back, we got the Jesse Smollett case. Chris Cuomo. Oh, we are going to talk about this. Not pile on, but talk. We'll talk about what's going on. So much to get to. We appreciate you guys, the listeners. You make the show what it is. 100.7 The Viper on Facebook. Share the show. Give us a call if you want. 636-695-2915 at ViperRocks.com. By the way, we're on YouTube still. The Morning Edge. Eric Johnson. Brendan
Don't
Shanahan.
say ivermectin. Oh, there we go. We're gone.
I'm Vic Faust of Fox
Great
2.
job,
Back with
Bill.
more right after this.
Womp womp.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7.
The Viper.
Welcome back to the quickest podcast ever, brought to you by Kohl's.
Today's topic, holiday traditions.
They're the best.
Agreed. So I went to Kohl's and got 40% off Cuddle Dad's throws for movie night and 40% off outerwear.
Ooh, for caroling?
More like sledding. Also got an Amazon Echo Show 8 so the kids can bake with Grandma.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That was the extra 25% I saved and the Kohl's cash I got.
I take it saving's one of your favorite traditions, too.
You know it.
Select styles. Offers end December 8th. Some exclusions apply. Amazon coupons do not apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
We're
We're planning a trip to Spain later this year.
But our Spanish
It's pretty bad. So we're using Babbel.
Babbel's conversation-based method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive, bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
There's no easier way to learn another language.
Ahora hablamos español.
He just said, now we speak Spanish.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get access. Well, not anymore, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide, with plans starting at just $35 a month and no contract. Plus, get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for $299, all on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters carries a full line of automotive parts and paints. They're a PPG Platinum distributor of automotive paint and industrial coatings and auto body shop supplies. For over 40 years, your hometown auto parts store is Midnight Auto. Stop in at Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters, just off Mexico Road, 447-4000, 447-4000, on the web at mid-niteautosupply.com.
Weber Chevrolet has been in business since 1902. No other car dealer in St. Louis of any brand can say that. Nobody sells more Chevrolet, period. Weber Chevrolet is one dealer with 3 roofs. In Missouri at Olive and 270, and in Illinois Metro East, Columbia, and Granite City. All easy to get to, just follow the 270 loop. Also, all online accessible at WeberChevrolet.com. Right now, Weber Chevrolet is open but very thorough in their cleaning, disinfecting, and social distancing rules. And don't forget, Weber Chevrolet service departments are award-winning and second to none. In fact, other dealers send their problems to Weber Chevy to fix. Now during this crisis, Weber Chevrolet has teamed up with Detroit to come up with awesome deals to help people save money and manage their budget. Discounts, incentives, and the ability to not make your payment for up to 4 months. Weber Chevrolet since 1902, WeberChevrolet.com.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and get your color your way. We've made it easier than ever to try and buy color. Preview paint colors in your home with our Color Snap app. Then visit swsamples.com to have color chips delivered to your door for free. Or order some peel and stick samples to try on your wall. When you're ready to paint, shop online or stop by your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store and get everything you need.
With Amdro, you can enjoy your backyard like never before. Our round-the-clock pest protection gives you the peace of mind to enjoy your great outdoors without a care in the world.
Cannonball!
Okay, we can't defend you against the splash zone. But when it comes to ants and other pests, we've got you covered 24/7. Find Amdro in the insecticide aisle at your nearest retailer.
It's the Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-a-thon, the annual year-long event where you can save big by bundling Home and Auto with Progressive. So big that we're kicking things off with fireworks, a monster truck battle, a fighter jet flyover, and it wouldn't be a party without the Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-a-thon dancers. You can't really hear them, but trust us, they are working it. So come for the fun and stay for the savings. Only at Progressive's Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-a-thon. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Nick just took his Molly and his visor is officially upside down.
It's a bass drop.
Eric's going to take off. But what did I do to get on Brendan's good side?
You like this?
Oh,
Yes,
man.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, he
Yes,
does.
I
That's why I
do.
played it.
I am trying to protect you right now. Kill his mic. He
We
doesn't,
are who
he
we
doesn't
are.
really like this song.
Yes, I
loved
do.
it.
I'm a mood guy. We all like different types of music, right? You don't like just one type of music.
But every type of music I like
do
is
like
good.
this. In your opinion, I do. I do like this.
Oh man, we got someone who's a special guest.
Well, come on in. Come on in.
Oh man,
Look who's here.
Welcome to Dance Party USA.
Look who's here. Look how tan he is. My God.
Chris Knight
Come
is
on,
in
man.
the studio. It is really
Oh, man.
the all-male review right now.
how about that?
Here, pot him. Let's hear what he sounds like. Say something in that thing over there. Don't worry about it.
What do you want me to say?
Say hi.
Hi.
You've been gone for what, a month?
Yeah.
Have you? It's been a month.
Yeah, almost.
How was Florida?
Florida was great.
He was on Tubin's Island.
Florida was good.
He's
Man,
he was
Dwight
all
has
over. He's
some
like
stories about
Johnny
Tom
Florida.
Brady.
You don't have any stories
Yes, he
about
does.
Tom
Yes, he
Brady.
does. I guarantee it. But Chris is another one of those guys that knows where the bodies are buried.
Chris Knight, welcome back. I don't even know how long it's been.
Almost a month.
Hey, Chris, you like some EDM music, right?
Oh, yeah.
There is. How about
He
that?
can't hear it because he has no headphones on. So,
Oh, that's
So
right.
he's lucky.
You don't like EDM music?
No, nobody does.
Oh, come on.
No, NASA did a study and they said nobody actually
Chris
likes
from
it.
the Facebook line. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Miss you, stranger. Miss ya. Oh, man. He Chris Knight's. Okay, real quick before we get into some of the other stories. Chris, give us one Tom Brady story. Chris was in Florida, so you hang out with Tom Brady. Is that true when you go down?
Yeah, I was at the casino, obviously, and it was for a party before the game because it was a Monday night football game.
So wait a second.
This was on a Saturday because
Yes.
they can't do anything like 24 hours before the game.
No.
So this was on a Saturday, and that's when he had they had come out and made some national news, and he had made some pokes at the defensive line instead of being the offensive line. He then came out and had said some stuff about the Green Bay Packers, and I'd asked him, I said, "Well, what are you doing?"
Time out. You were sitting next to Tom Brady?
Yeah, we're sitting at the bar.
Stop it.
Well, I say a bar. What do they call it? Lounges. It's not like a bar.
Were you in a
It's
casino?
a lounge. Yeah, we were at the Hard Rock.
Okay. Was this a special area?
Yeah.
Okay, because Tom Brady just doesn't hang out.
Yeah.
How do
at
you
the
know?
Hard Rock.
How do you know?
Yeah,
Because
and
I know a
it
lot
was-
of
it was-
athletes, and
it was
the
in a
big
lounge
ones.
area, and
He's
it
playing
was-
quarter video
There was
poker.
some media people there and stuff like that, but it was very cool. It was definitely very cool.
Even if
So
it's
you talked to him about this?
Yeah, I asked him. I said, "So what was the deal with? What was the whole deal with you poking at the defensive, your defensive line? It was his own defensive line saying, well, we're the one that score the points. We're the one that win the game." He was kind of just poking fun at him, and then he came out. He came out later and said something about the Packers. You know what I mean? Because they're going through their thing with people injured and stuff
Yeah,
like
with
that.
COVID.
So,
Injured with COVID.
and with the COVID toe.
Yeah,
you
COVID toe. That's right.
With Aaron Rodgers.
That's right.
So it was just kind of joking back and forth, and that was.
So wait a second. Was anybody else around?
Oh yeah, there was tons of people.
And he talked to you.
Yeah.
What's wrong with him?
Well, this isn't the first
But
time that I've
Brady
seen
is
it.
an international superstar. Normally they're
He's a
surrounded
very
by
cool
bodies.
He's also on a boat
Very
throwing
cool guy.
Super Bowl trophies around. I mean,
Yeah,
he's,
no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is normally you can't get access because there's
Sure you can.
bodyguards.
Sure you
and
can.
You're
If
to
you
the
know the
side.
right people.
no, you can. Unless the era of the athlete has changed in 20 years. I remember being able to walk up to those guys after a Supersonics game and talking to Kobe
Now, but
and
wait a
talking to Scottie Pippen. So I mean, it's the
But
same
where,
thing.
But where are you?
Yeah, that's
Seattle,
a little
Washington.
bit different. You
No,
had
are-
media.
No.
You had
St.
media.
Louis.
This is Hard Rock. I'm having a difficult time. Hard Rock Cafe Casino, right?
Yeah.
Tom Brady. I could see this happening if it was an exclusive area.
Yeah, it's in a lounge. You got to have access to get in.
Have you
there.
ever been to the
have a
casino with
VIP
Chris?
card.
No.
It's not like going to a casino as Vic
We're
Faust.
not going pulling on the one-armed bandit drinking beer at the ring of slot machines here, man.
So
Here's a question.
He's not sitting next to the old lady with the
But-
120s.
Right.
was he by himself?
Yeah,
or?
he was. Yeah,
Okay.
he sure was.
Was he drinking?
I mean, he had some buddies with him, but his wife was not with
Was he drinking?
him. No.
Was Gronkowski there?
I did not see him.
Those guys hang out.
Yeah, how could you miss
I did not
Gronkowski?
see him.
Yeah.
I think it was one of his Sam The guy's name is Sam, who is his right-hand man. And he's a real nice guy too. They're really cool people.
So you went down to Florida. You talked with Tom Brady again.
Again.
Were you surprised how tall he is? He's every bit of 6'4".
Yeah, it's like looking at Donald Trump. You're looking up.
Yeah,
when I was with
true.
Donald Trump,
that's about
it was
the same.
same thing.
Yeah.
It was very tall.
He is the greatest of all time. Think about that for a second. You just got to hang out with the greatest of all. I mean, you weren't hanging out with.
I mean, I wasn't hanging with him for hours. It was like 5 or 10 minutes, but I was all.
It's not like you. It's not like you were with Trent Green. You could have been with Trent Green at like a corner bar.
Oh, Tom Brady, what do you think of that COVID toe, man? What do you think of Aaron Rodgers COVID toe?
Well, Chris.
And then they won Monday.
And then they won. Welcome back to the show.
I should have brought my Buccaneers shirt.
Oh my God, you're a Buccaneer fan now too.
I should have brought my.
Why not?
Well, I'm not a Rams fan. That's for damn
Why not?
sure.
Why not, Vic? Why not?
That's true.
You can be a different fan every week in St. Louis because you have no football team.
Exactly. It's ever you bet on.
That is such a disgusting thing. It's so horrible.
One of our national stories we haven't gotten to yet because we got a lot to get to real quick. The Smollett case, Jesse Smollett case going on. He says he was a victim. He says he's set up by these two guys that were with him, the brothers that were with him during this. Well, guess what? Jesse is charged with felony disorderly conduct for making what prosecutors are saying the false police report about the attack. Well, the brothers are saying Jesse's lying. They even held a dry run before staging what they said was a hoax. The brothers are accused by Smollett and his attorneys of being career criminals. However, the brothers say they even practiced this and have given details about how they did this fake racist stunt. Their words, they ran it to make sure that it would work.
They did a test. They did a table read.
They did a test run, and now you're in court. Chicago police officers have given more than 3 hours to this case, detectives. They're all over it.
Yeah.
I don't see any way in hell, even though he's a super celebrity with a lot of power, I'm telling you, I don't see how he comes away with not anything.
What's the biggest part of this story to you? I'll tell you what it is to me and John Parker.
Ahead.
The biggest part of this story is when this happened, there was an era of being a African American and being a victim. And there was this era of the Trayvon Martins, and there was this era of, the Michael Browns, and there was this era. If you were an African American, you were a victim. And what I feel about this story, it's a racist story to me because he wanted to try to pigeonhole white people into some kind of racial crime, into a race crime. He made his own little noose. And he made his own little story up, and he wanted to get on national, international news about being Jesse Smollett in Chicago, Illinois, and he was the victim of a bunch of white supremacists somehow, and it was the era that they were living in back there, and it failed, and we caught him. And how many other of these things happen, and how many other people are crying? How many other little boys are crying wolf about racism? That's the reason I can't stand the word racism. You don't know if it's true. You don't know what the background facts are. So this whole case to me is about two things. A prosecutor in Chicago that will not prosecute cases. Remember Kim Fox? She almost didn't prosecute this thing. She almost let it slide through the cracks. And then they came back and said, no. We're prosecuting this thing. It's going to trial. So that's the thing about it to me that is so sickening and disgusting. Look, it's a hate crime of sorts. I hate. He was basically trying to become opportunistic and get spotlight and maybe negotiate a bigger contract with Fox. And that's all there is to it. It is what it is. So whatever defense he puts on, good luck. We know what happened. Right, Vic? It was just a false story.
It certainly doesn't look good, especially when police have done so much research, put so many hours in, police of color, police leaders of color.
John Parker, wait. John, explain what that means. What does that mean?
What are you talking about?
John Parker,
John said someday, go ahead.
I'll try to do it in my best John Parker voice from the Facebook line.
I can already tell you what John's going to say.
Jeez, Eric. One of these days, you will get a real understanding of what is racism. We're not talking about what is racism. I don't have to do an analytical breakdown from 1790 to the present day to figure out what racism was and where it's gone and how it's going to evolve. I'm talking about this one case, John. Come on, man. Get outside of yourself for a second and just admit it. Look, you had a guy. It was an era of Mike Brown. He wanted to be seen as one of these guys that is being targeted in Chicago. It is what it is. It's a stupid case, actually. He screwed up. He made a stupid-ass looking little news. He made it himself. Let's move on. It has nothing to do with racism. Jeez, John. Not everything has to be racist. Seriously, I can't stand it anymore.
St. Louis is probably one of the most racist cities.
Reverse racist.
In America. It is just amazing. Being in Florida for a month.
Go, you preach, Chris. Preach.
And seeing the difference between people there and here. It's like a different country.
Go on. Preach.
I've spoken about
it's
this
ridiculous.
before when I lived in Detroit for 11 years. The issues and the talk and the actions in the St. Louis area are not the same as they are in Detroit. It's the same thing Chris is saying. Now, this is a whole nother show, and it
we need to have that show.
branches off into several other topics. But what Chris is saying, it's the
truth.
People of different colors and nationalities don't have the issues that you see or people talking about in the St. Louis area.
Agreed. Yes, you're right.
I don't know, but it's hard for me because I don't know.
Come on, speak.
I have friends of all different colors in the St. Louis area, so I haven't.
Mano a mano, it's not the same, Vic. It's this overlying blanket of garbage that happens in St. Louis. It's everyone in North County is a victim. Everyone in North St. Louis is a victim.
It's like we permeate it. I mean, we it's almost encouraged.
Well, the problem is there are acts of racism, and what John means by racism is that racism is when you have power to suppress another race. He says prejudice is when you don't like somebody for a color, but you don't necessarily have the power to suppress them. That's John's definition because he has said that on this show. I've listened to him say that. The issue that you have is that somebody from the Facebook line just brought up, it's unfortunate that when there are acts of racism that should be dealt with, people will look at them and go, oh, maybe that's just a hoax because of what you saw happen at Parkway Central for the second time in the last 3 years.
There's another Jesse Smollett case right there.
It was fake.
Fake.
Where it didn't happen. And Parkway Central officials knew very soon, but they didn't announce it publicly until a week later.
Do you think that these kids...
After the walkout was held by their students.
Do you think that these kids don't see murals of George Floyd?
But there is...
Do you think these kids don't see murals
you
of...
and I disagree.
No, we do?
Because you don't think that racism exists, and I still think it does.
I think it exists just fine for some people. I don't think it's Look, there was a day when polio would kill your ass. Well, we got vaccines now, and polio's gone. I kind of feel the same way about racism, the way that you are thinking about racism. Racism used to be rampant. There used to be people getting on buses and being shoved to the back of the bus because of the color of their skin. My family and your family and everyone's family in this probably lived in an era when it was colored drinking fountains and non-colored drinking fountains. So, yes, there was racism, and it was a dark-ass era. But we're past that now. That era is over. It's something we can look back on and go, that's not happening again, thank God. So we got to get past it to fix these problems. That's all I'm saying. And Chris is right. Go to Seattle, Washington sometime and see if you have these racist problems up there. No. These people are integrated. They just are. They don't have this blanket of disgusting racism all over the place. It's not there. But you're right. It is here. If you want it to be here, it's going to be here. You need to move past it. If you want to succeed.
If it is there in Florida, which I'm sure it is, it's just not at the level that St. Louis is. I mean, this place is disgusting.
What do you mean? But can you give examples?
Right. Well, sure. I mean, you see black and whites hanging together. You see Cubans and Haitians and whites hanging together, all having a good time and laughing and joking, and people just aren't. They're just not angry. The racism. They're not screaming at each other racist comments and all this.
It's the sunshine. It's got to be the sunshine.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's St. Louis is
the alcohol and sunshine. It's great.
The alcohol.
The
That's what
alcohol,
it is.
yeah.
That's what it
Everybody's
is.
happy.
That's what it is.
There's a lot of Cuban rum happening down there.
Glenn says it's the same in Atlanta.
Which part of it? Is it racist or
No,
non-racist?
I mean, everybody gets along.
Yeah. Los Angeles is the same way. I mean, Los Angeles is so integrated. I mean, it's so deeply integrated in L.A. and up in Southern California. St. Louis is. I guess you're right, John Parker. St. Louis is an odd bird. You do like to talk racism here in this town a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Before we get out of here today, we got about 6 minutes left. We got to get into it. Chris Cuomo gone, indefinitely suspended. I've always said I don't believe in piling on people, not calling names.
He's going to need money, Vic. Are you still up on that challenge?
I would love to do a 3-minute brawl. We would do a 3-minute brawl for charity. I would prefer bare knuckle. I don't want gloves.
Damn. Damn. What about arm wrestling?
I would almost be willing where I'll wear gloves and he doesn't have to.
Wow.
Wow. Damn.
And he lifts houses, remember?
Oh, man.
Pissed off much?
I just want to make it fair as possible. That's why I'm trying to level the playing field, so to speak. CNN said the documents, which we were not privy to before their public release, raised serious questions, speaking about their former employee, Chris Cuomo. When Chris admitted to us that he had offered advice to his brother's staff, he broke our rules, and we acknowledged that publicly. But we also appreciated the unique position he was in and understood the need to put his family first and job second. However, these documents point to a greater level of involvement in his brother's efforts than we previously knew. As a result, we have suspended Chris indefinitely, a.k.a. fired, pending further evaluation. Chris Cuomo, suspended indefinitely. If CNN brings him back,
then what?
That would be insane. I don't see how they can. However, the text messages clearly show, and I mean clearly show, he was doing things on the side. And I read them at nypost.com.
So he's
great.
just been Brian Williams. He's just been Dan Rathard. He's been, who else has been in that category of kind of fudging news? Well, I guess those were the two big ones, right? Brian Williams and Dan Rather.
He didn't fudge news, Eric.
Oh, he basically skirted around
He lied for his brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He went behind the scenes and gave information about what was happening at CNN regarding stories.
Correct. He was trying to use his platform to move an agenda.
Advice.
Right.
Yeah, he
That's
wasn't saying like Brian Williams, I was there when this happened, and when he really
malpractice. Well, whatever it is, it's news malpractice. It's news It's basically using your position to move some football down the field that has nothing to do with news. And so he's going to be ostracized. He'll end up probably on Discovery Kids somewhere one day. I don't know. I mean, somewhere. Maybe he's on.
Show would be the last place he'd be.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. PBS. Maybe he's one of the characters on the on Sesame Street. I don't know. But
maybe he'll end up in local TV.
He'll be on Naked and Afraid. He'll be out there. The Love Edition.
He'll be Mario.
Local news.
That might be a good spot for him.
But he's over.
News?
No, he won't do local news.
He won't?
No.
Yeah, he doesn't need to do anything except feed his ego.
The problem is he's got a female problem now because he was trying to assist his guilty brother in saving him, who was already being accused of, and eventually lost his job over sexual harassment of women.
Can you imagine?
So then you're trying to help your brother out of a situation with sexual harassment of women. He's got a woman problem now when it comes to being on TV.
How the huge have fallen in New York, man. Cuomo. They could start their own rock band, like punk band or something like that. They are just outlaws.
I'm telling you, that bowling team's getting big. It's him. It's the Cuomo brothers and Wiener. Anthony Weiner's on that team.
Milli Vanilli.
Who else is on that bowling team?
So there were so many
Why's it gotta be a
stories
bowling team, man?
He's back.
that we had to get into today, and we've been trying to cover them all because there's so many things going on. So
And here's the kicker. The nail in the coffin is Jeffrey Toobin is on television talking about your demise. Jeffrey Toobin was caught pleasuring himself on a Zoom call, which is why he got fired from CNN. But they brought his ass back. You know what?
CNN hires some real winners. Don't they?
It's so funny. What a joke. What a joke. How the mighty have fallen.
You're not
Damn.
going to say nothing, Vic?
I'm just taking it all in. I'm just going, oh my God. To think, I mean, I was actually just thinking about when Eric brought that up, all the trials, Smollett, the Maxine case, it doesn't, not the Maxwell case, it just doesn't make sense to me still. There's just a lot going on.
He'll write a book.
Going to be the rest of the week.
He'll write a book. He'll make $4 million.
I came in a little late this morning, but I know that you guys talked about the con man in St. Louis County this morning.
Yeah, Mark Carter, St. Louis County Councilman, joined us, how they voted against Khan, but he's going to be kept on staff by Page, even though County Council refused to acknowledge him.
So what does that mean?
In a 5-2 vote. Mark Carter told us he thinks that his role will just be lessened because, according to Mark Carter, if Sam Page fires him, Sam Page kind of cuts his own throat, slits his own throat, so to speak, because he has stood by him the whole time. So if he fires him, then he has to swallow his pride and say it was a bad hire. That's according to
It
Mark
was
Carter.
a bad
So
hire.
he's not going anywhere.
I don't think he's going anywhere now. They may reduce him to a lower role where you don't hear about him, and then maybe he'll disappear. I don't know. I really don't. But anyway,
What the hell?
we
Come
covered
on,
so
man.
many topics. We got to take a quick break. What?
EDM jingle bells?
I love it. With lights, could you say?
With lights?
Yeah, with the lights tonight. It's Christmas Light Day. It's
Wow.
National Christmas Light Day.
Yeah.
We have to clear the palette tomorrow with some
You can't see lights all over the place.
Leonard Skinner tomorrow.
Oh,
Just
my
a
God.
bad company.
Now,
Come on, man.
Just get back to par.
Chris's wife loves Christmas so much. I could see their whole house being set to this. All the lights going off.
Hey, I like EDM music.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you. See, there's two of us.
I didn't say I hate it. I just
2.5.
It's all right.
And one of my halves is equal to a whole.
He's dancing. Vic Faust is dancing. Look at Vic over
It's
here.
called.
He's bobbing up and down.
This is the Christmas best bounce mix, and Vic's a bouncing.
We got to get to break. We'll be right back with more Edge right after this.
Grab your coffee. The Morning Edge will be right back on 100.7 The Viper.
Contractors Flooring Supply is your Mohawk Revwood Select dealer. This is water-resistant wood flooring without compromise. In stock with free underlay at just $287 a square foot. Contractors Flooring Supply has solid, rigid core, waterproof plank stock. They carry a huge inventory for the do-it-yourselfer, or Contractors Flooring Supply will do the installation for you. Always free estimates at Contractors Flooring Supply, next to the new Rural King, Warrenton.
Spectrum Glass is known for their quality work on windshields, but they do so much more. Spectrum Glass also specializes in residential, commercial, and automotive window tinting. Reduce the heat, reduce the fading, and increase your comfort with professional window tinting from Spectrum Glass. Serving St. Charles and surrounding counties since 1995, Spectrum Glass is still your premier company for windshield replacement. And with free mobile service, they come to you. 636-294-1800 on Facebook and SpectrumGlassOnline.com.
Happy holidays don't just happen on their own. You make them happen with a little help from new appliances at the Home Depot. Because warm wishes won't roast that turkey. You'll want a new convection oven for that. An air fryer will help make the season light and delicious. And while you're at it, consider a new LG or Samsung fridge that's big enough to hold all kinds of Christmas cheer. Make the holidays yours with the season's best savings on top appliances at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Travers Automotive and RV grand opening in Wentzville across the highway from the GM plant is happening right now. We have a selection of over 1,000 new late model cars and trucks with new vehicles arriving daily. Shop from all makes, all models with financing for everyone. Looking for an RV? We also have over 200 travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes from Mesa Ridge, Open Range, KZ, Winnebago, Dutchman, and a great selection of used RVs. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or RV, make Travers Automotive RV your one-stop destination. Located off Highway 70 at the Highway A exit.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated
text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more rep. You got this. 10. There it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The big hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text TIGER to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help get you back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text TIGER to 42424. That's TIGER to 42424.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code MILE for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code MILE for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MILE.
Now's the time for a visit to Jay's RV in Warrenton. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned RV, are ready to winterize your RV, or if you need service and repair, Jay's RV is the place for you. Jay's RV in Warrenton also does RV and automotive body work, so they can fix the dents and dings on any vehicle you have. Sales and service the way it should be. Check out the RV specials online at jaysrvrepair.com.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Put your headphones on, Eric.
Why? Eric, you think you could play this? Think you could play this?
Nobody plays it. It's a computer.
Yeah, but it's a keyboard, right? You're good at Pro Tools and all that kind of stuff.
The short answer, yes. The long answer, why the hell would I ever want to do that? Look at you, man. You are rocking over there, though. You're rocking. Music's dead.
Bring it up, baby.
Bass drum.
So before we leave, I wanted to check with everybody. How was your Thanksgiving? What'd you do?
Uneventful. I worked.
You worked on Thanksgiving Day?
I dropped my son. Yeah.
You get double time for that?
No, you should, but you don't. I work Thursday.
That's how long you've been gone. Why don't you ask about the 4th of July while you're at it?
Yeah, how about the 4th of July? What'd you do on 4th of July?
How was Easter?
How was New Year's?
Was your Easter good? Did you get all the... Did the bunny drop stuff on?
Why do you have cough drops sitting next to you?
Oh, you don't even want to get into that.
He's got COVID.
No. There's zinc.
He's got COVID.
There's zinc.
So Fox 2 thinks he has COVID right now.
No, they don't.
No, they do.
Not anymore.
Newsflash. Fox 2 news anchor has COVID.
Not so much.
No, zinc lozenges just to make sure my throat is perfect. That's how I brought my voice back.
Oh, did you lose your voice?
Yeah, I did.
Thanks for listening.
All that
Appreciate
kissing
it.
you've been doing.
You know you can listen to us on the app, Chris. You can listen on the app, Chris.
Yeah.
Just saying,
I
we're
wish.
available in Florida.
I wish.
Hey, you know, my service was sketchy at best.
No, on the island.
Yeah.
All right.
Guys, thanks for listening to us today. No more techno tomorrow for Eric. We promise.
Let me just ask one question.
No more EDM.
Let me ask one question. Is traditional Christmas music dead? Is it now the Mariah Carey music of the world?
No.
Don't ask my wife that.
So Bing Crosby and all those guys, that's not a thing anymore?
No, yes, that's a thing.
I never hear it
It's
at
still a
Macy's
thing.
no more.
When's
Sure
the
you
last
do.
time you've been to Macy's?
I go every day during the Christmas season.
Eric goes to
trying to
Walmart
find that sweater?
and Macy's.
Yes, just for the Bing Crosby.
Hey, I thought you were a Buckle type of guy, not Macy's.
Yeah.
Buckle. Oh my
What's wrong
God.
with you?
We gotta get
buckle.
American Eagle, maybe.
For Eric Johnson, Chris Knight's back, Brendan Shanahan. I'm Vic Faust. Brendan, does that mean we don't see you tomorrow?
No, he's going to be here with us.
Look at Chris. Did you see him just look back?
I kind of like standing over here in the corner. You know, if I get in trouble, I can just turn around and stand in the corner.
We got to get out of here. We are way past
It's
our
the
time.
tallest person that's
we'll
ever
see
been
you
on
for
that
Fox Studios
mic.
at 5 and 9. Have an awesome Wednesday. Happy December 1st, and it's Christmas Lights Day. Enjoy the day.
Bye-bye.
Is it really?
KFNS FM, Troy, St.